Hello, all you tiny little people that live in my computer. My name's Finn, and I don't know how to intro this topic. Today, I am talking about my biggest insecurity, because I pretend it isn't a thing, and then it comes up at some point, and I feel really bad about it. So I feel like if I acknowledge it and I communicate about it outwardly, perhaps it'll give my brain like the little nudge needed to acknowledge it on a regular basis and be able to maybe accept it, maybe fix it, I don't know, something. So I don't know how long this will go. I'm kind of just going to ramble until I don't have anything else to say. It's going to be a lot of rambling. So if you prefer when I put things together and make it more structured, that's not what this is. This is very much just going to be me talking. So ripping the Band-Aid off, I have thinning hair. I have a lot of hair. My hair is large, it's very dense. Or no, it's not dense. This hair is thick. Like the individual strands of hair, really thick. However, that's not, you can't see it on this shitty camera, but that's see-through. And I've always been told I have a receding hairline, but that's not accurate because I've always had the hairline I currently have. Pictures of me at 6 years old with a buzz cut, it's you can see the McDonald's logo. It's still there. It's not new. It hasn't backed up. It hasn't risen. That's not my issue. That is an issue people go through. And I think if that's something you're going through, you should look into figuring out what you can do about that, because I know that's very disheartening. But that's not what my problem is. My problem is that my hair is thinning. So instead of backing up or a spot coming, it's right here where you can see where it starts, right? That is full. You can see the coloration of it because of how much of it is right there. There's hair here as well, but you can see my scalp. The reason being, the hair in that area is not very, it's not a dense area. Instead of 40 hairs in the circle, there's 15. And I am really, really insecure about that. I try to ignore it. I try to hide it. You'll notice me move my hair or whatever in videos so that you can't see up there. Or I'll wear hoodies and I'll keep the hood up, or I'll wear a hat or a beanie or whatever it may be. Because it makes me sick to my stomach to see. And if I hate it so bad, I don't expect other people to enjoy seeing it. So there's that. It's not a genetic thing for me, because nobody in my family has that issue. My father typically has no hair by choice, but when he grows it out, it's big, it's boisterous, it's dense. My mother has super long, super full, wavy hair. My siblings all have lots of hair, other than my little sister, but hers is a dietary problem. My grandparents both have either had or have full heads of hair, well into their 50s or 60s or whatever. Aunts and uncles all have full heads of hair. It's just me. And it's not new for me. It's kind of been my issue, my cross to bear, if you will, since I was like 6. From then to now, the thinning has not been super progressive. It's not like I've lost a whole lot of hair. I just have thin hair. From like 6 to 15, it was basically the same, and then from 15 to now, at 20, it's like scale 1 to 10, right? 1 is full head of hair, 10 is you're bald. I've always been at like a 4, and I feel like I'm at like a 4.5. And then what I used to tell people is that I will continue to grow my hair out because I'm scared that I won't have any. I'm like terrified of being like bald. I'm like terrified of being like one of the 30-year-olds who can't grow hair. Or 25-year-old, 22-year-old, whatever. Because it's a big part of who I am and how I present myself. As a tranny, my hair means a lot to me for that. There's other reasons, and I'll get into all of it, but for that purpose, it means a lot to me because it helps in presenting a little better. I'm a very, like, my build is very weird. Like, I am skinny, but then my hips are wide and my shoulders are wide. My shoulders being the main culprit is that I am not broad in the sense of me being, like, bulky, but broad in the sense of, like, my shoulders are... To make my shoulders equal to my feet, I need to, like, spread my legs a fair bit. I have a very broad shoulder and very long wingspan. I'm that of an orangutan. So it's very hard for my posture or stance or figure to appear feminine when I am the Hulk, but like really skinny. I'm like malnourished gladiators. I'm very sizable, but then I'm just shrunk down like a skeleton. I'm like the skeleton of somebody who's huge. And then my voice doesn't have many options. This is where I typically speak, is me trying to not speak in a masculine way. Because I grew up doing so many voices and whatnot, mostly trying to do more husky voices throughout my childhood. I kind of taught myself to talk like that. So some of you guys might notice when I'm talking about something I'm serious about, typically it will sound, I don't know, definitions and stuff. It would sound more towards that of a masculine presenting individual. Whereas when I'm like giggling like a fucking maniac or talking about Spider-Man or whatever, it'll be a little different. Not feminine, but like different. And that's me trying really fucking hard. That's me with 4 years of like doing voice training to not sound masculine. And because of those things, alongside just facial structure and what have you, I typically present masculine. So there's that. And my hair is one of the very few things that give me some source of femininity, if that's a word. And I love my hair. I would like to never have to get rid of it ever again. I love hair. I need to cut it soon. I need to, like, next time I have like money I can spend on it, I need to get like a haircut. I need to have a like an actual professional like fix my shit. Cause I cut my hair the last like 3 times it's been cut, and it's not even. It's blah 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 blah. So I need somebody to like take a gander and take care of it and whatnot. But it's like my only feminine thing. I don't speak very effeminate. I'm not. I don't know how to walk. I walk like a 400-pound man that's ready to get into like a fight. And I work on all these things, but they don't just fix randomly. So my hair is really important to me for the gender thing. My hair is also really important to me for a number of other reasons, which I'll get into now. The first time I tried growing my hair out for real, the person who took me to get the haircut right before, the person who helped me figure out how to take care of it, the person who kind of granted me the opportunity to, as he was an adult, and God, growing up I wasn't allowed to grow out my hair. It was like bowl cuts, buzz cuts, that's it. So my Uncle Matthew gave me sort of the freedom to decide what to do, and I was like, I want to try to grow my hair out. And it's been technically, this is the longest my hair's ever been. I grew it out a little bit and then had to chop it because my family kept having head lice, which fucking made me want to kill myself. That's not hyperbole. I between 12 and 18, I got head lice probably 40 actual times. And each time I would have to shave my head because the products that we were getting from the store and whatnot were not helping. So I've been in the process of growing out a head of hair for a little under 6 years at this point. And having somebody who I loved and respected, and somebody who showed me care and respect and whatnot, having that person be the one who's like, yeah, you should do that. You are, at that point I would have been like 14, and it's like, you should have that freedom and that opportunity. Do it. So then I started, and it's been really important to keep that going for that reason. I love being me. There are parts of myself I don't like. There are whatever, right? I'm human. But I love being me. I love my stupid, goofy tattoos that don't have too much meaning. This frog, sure, that's supposed to be a trans flag. It's not done. But, like, look at him. He's not. He's stupid. I love him. Rigby? It's like I'd shared with my best friend. That's cool. But it's fucking Rigby. Like, I love my stupid, goofy tattoos. My ears are pierced. I don't always wear piercings in my ears, but when I do, it's goofy gummy bears that are boba, or like fucking Spider-Man, or a skeleton. It's goofy shit. And that's like me. That's just what I like. I love me. I like being me. I like having the opportunities to be me and the freedoms to be me. And I can't change my body that much. There's like, so, like you could go to the gym, or you could eat more or eat less or whatever. I'm not getting into the food issues today. But like, there's only so much you can do to your body to change it. However, my hair is something that I can control. I can grow it, I can cut it, I can style it, whatever. And that's fucking awesome. And I love doing that. And with it thinning, and with it being not great, I lose a bit of my ability to be myself. I lose a bit of my ability to look how I want to, and I lose a bit of who I am as a person because of that, which sucks loads of dick. I don't care about the fact that I have a big forehead, is the thing. Like, I don't care about the big forehead thing. It's honestly funny. memes of it are cool. The big forehead's not an issue for me. I've always had the McDonald's hairline, so, like, that's not an issue. It's not where it sits that's the problem for me. It's that it's, like, currently it's fine. Like, I wish it was thicker, but, like, whatever. It's here, right? But one of my big issues is with it thinning, right? I'm worried about losing hair. I'm not currently, which is great, but, like, I'm terrified of it. I'm terrified of going bald. It's like, I'm not pulling up the statistics because I'll make myself cry, but, like, 70% of biological males will experience male pattern baldness in some way. I'm a biological male, and I'm experiencing it, and I would like to not. I'd like this to be the limit of my experience. Please and thank you. And when I complain to people, typically, the only thing I can get is like, oh, try this pill, or whatever. And I've tried one or two, and all they've done is prolong the issue. They're not stopping it, which to me doesn't fucking help. Because let's say I have, without taking anything, 5 years before it becomes like a visible problem, right? If I take these products, which cost me time and money and all this bullshit, that's gonna add another year. I don't care. I'll just blow my brains out. Like, I'm not. No. So yeah, no. That makes me really sick to my stomach. Hair transplants are extremely expensive. And I make minimum wage. Maybe if I win the fucking lottery, I'll smile. As in, I don't smile. So that's not an option for me. Because saving for that would genuinely take me longer than saving for a fucking house at this point. Like, that's crazy. So, you know. Fuck me. There are people who do, what are they called? Systems? Supports? Something like that. Basically, what they do is they go into the area that's thinning, they shave it, they get rid of it, and then they basically get you this, like, wig. They glue it down, and they plop, and they make it match your perfect hair color, and, like, the texture and whatnot. And, like, I could do that. That's, like, a feasible thing. But then, I'm fucking bald. You know what I mean? Like, that's not helpful for me. For some people, that is the answer. And all the power to you to do that and use that as your answer. But it's not the answer for me, because that's not what I want. That's, like, the opposite of helpful. So fuck that. Similarly, with the hair transplant, cool, I save up thousands of dollars to do that, whatever, cool, go do it. I'm gonna be fucking bald for an extended period while they do that. Like, completely. So that's, like, freaky to me. It's also really invasive. Where they have to, like, get other hair from and whatnot. But, I don't know. I've been insecure about it since I was, like, 10. I've got bullied about it in school. Friends have bullied me about it forever. I get really sick to my stomach sometimes from the sight of myself that way. Like, I'm not, like, super insecure about my body. I'm not insecure about my height. It's the hair for me. And sometimes, like, yeah, like, right there, if I sit like this, you can see that, like, this bit, there's just no hair there. And then there's hair up here. And that makes me, like, really sick. Like, this is fine. I don't care that I have the big forehead. that part's okay. I don't care. It's this thin area that is, like, gonna make me throw up. And that's also not hyperbole. Sometimes I will go to take a shower or whatever, and I will look in the mirror and I will see that, and I will turn around and vomit into the toilet because fuck. So in videos, a lot of times I will be moving my hair out of my face or over to the right or to the left or whatever to cover the areas where it is thinning, and it makes me really unhappy. And then I go out in public or whatever, and the wind blows my hair around, and it makes me really uncomfortable because I don't like the idea of people's first viewing of me, or second, or third, or fifth, or 29th, or anything else. I don't like people to see that. But Finn, you're making a video about it. Yeah, shut up. So I get really uncomfortable about that. When people make jokes about my hair, I typically get really uncomfortable. Not the forehead ones. The forehead ones are funny. It's the hair that is the problem. So if you're a friend of mine and you've made a joke about my forehead, don't worry, I don't care. That's fine. Continue doing that. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, and what have you. But if you make jokes about the, like, hair going bye-bye, don't do that, please. It makes me sad. I grew up in a household where the men, put some quote, I can't quote with the other hand, still got stitches, my fault, where the men had to have pretty much buzz cuts. Like, I think my cousin had a faux hawk once. I had, like, a buzz cut of, like, the outline of where a mohawk should be. Buzz cut, up until I'm, like, 13. Then I finally had, like, because I had, like, it grow to, like, that, and then cut, and then grow to, like, that, and then cut. Then at, like, 13, had a bowl cut for a bit. Specifically, like, the shaggy bowl cut, where, like, all of this is short, and then up here is just longer. And then shaved, and then I was gonna do, like, like an undercut sort of thing. And they, instead of doing an undercut, they cut, like, all of it, like, bald. So then I shaved my head. Then I shaved my head. Then I shaved my head. Then I had to shave my head. But long story short, I've never been allowed to have hair. And then now I'm an adult, I can do whatever the fuck I want, grow my hair out, and it's thinning, right? How fun. So it was kind of one of my first real freedoms. It was one of the first things I was allowed to do by choice and not by force, and it kind of, like, it pisses me off that I'm not in control of it currently. Like, of course I'm sad and I'm upset and I'm insecure, but, like, I'm pissed off. And sometimes I get really frustrated, and not in the sad way. I get really fucking angry about it. And I'm not somebody who, like, I don't yell when I'm angry, I cry. I get really angry, and then because I'm upset, I cry. Because I'm one of those fucking sissies or whatever. So sometimes I will, like, force myself to forget about my hair woes for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, a week, a month, whatever the fuck. And then, because I have been thinking about it, I randomly get reminded, and then I'm just super pissed off at me. I'm super pissed off at, like, everything. And it's not because anybody's doing anything wrong. I'm pissed at people, I'm pissed at animals, I'm pissed at media, I'm pissed at like celebrities and shit, and beauty standards and all that dumb shit. I'm just pissed about all of that. on top of being insecure about it, on top of being sad about it, which definitely adds to it. And I don't know what the fuck to do. I just don't know. Because there's a couple options. None of them are great. It's like I could take finasteride or whatever, and that's cool. That would slow it down. But slowing it down doesn't do anything if the same result shows up. Like, it's kind of the reason I don't, what's the word? Terminology. What's the verbiage that I need here? It's kind of why I don't care what I, like, put in my body. Because it's like, if I'm gonna die by getting hit by a truck, or if I'm gonna die because I have cancer, I don't give a fuck what I ate at 6 p.m. on October 3rd in 2017. I want, like, a solution that isn't just putting my hand out and then it's slowly pushing towards me anyway. It's kind of funny. I'm a tranny and I shave my face, neck, and chest pretty much daily. Rarely will I wait. I waited a full day today and now it makes noise and I want to literally take a knife to my face. It's kind of ironic that I shave my face so heavily every single day and then the hair up top goes away on its own. I don't know how I feel about sitting and talking about this because, like, why's my phone going crazy over there? I don't care. But I don't know how to feel because talking about it is fun. Acknowledging it, helpful. But, like, I more so feel like shit because it's my biggest insecurity, right? No, there's no world where putting that out there for the world isn't gonna, like, suck dick. But, like, trolls are a thing I get fairly often. So that's probably gonna happen. And then memes happen, and that sucks dick. And it's also a thing that, like, my friends, my family, myself, people in my life can come across and see and go, anyways, because people don't care, or that sucks because people slightly care, or somebody makes a big deal about it because they do care, or I see it and just cry. But I really hate that. It pisses me off a lot. Because the strands of hair are thick as fuck. Like, this shit, look at this. I can, like, look at all this shit. That's hair. That's not the issue. It's just where it sits that's the problem. Because it's such, like, it's a jungle of hair. But then, like, the hair itself, like, right here, you could, like, see through that. Because it's not there. The cat is humming very loud. I don't know what else to say. I'm really frustrated, very angry, I'm very sad. I almost feel like sore, like mentally sore about it. So yeah, there's that. There's my largest insecurity that makes me throw up. If you watched this far in, A, thank you. B, thank you. And C, comment anything with the word grand in it. Anyways, I'm gonna go shave and then probably throw up. Also, the cat cut me earlier. Okay. Love you guys. Two links in the description. Bye-bye.